Name the worst celebrity you've interacted with.
Kristen Cavallari.
You guys. Oh, actually, I'm totally fine to give this answer. Bring it.
Okay, try it. Jack is throwing for
We
me.
need Kristen to spill this.
I mean, I'll say it
Okay,
if you want
just
to
say
stop
it.
throwing.
Who is it?
God damn it. Lindsay Lohan. Obviously.
You got into a fight with Lindsay Lohan?
No. Okay, so in high school, when I was a senior in high school and Laguna Beach was airing Talon, I don't know if you guys remember him.
I remember
But he
Talon.
like dropped out of school, moved up to LA, was going out and like ran in the same circle as her. So my friend Alex and I would come up to LA and we'd go out and whatever. One night, I was sleeping in Talon's bed with him, fully clothed, like long sleeve shirt on, and she broke into his house at like 4 a.m., saw that I was in bed with him with like her posse of girls, went upstairs in the kitchen, started throwing glasses everywhere. So I was like, this bitch is crazy. So then I did an interview with Rolling Stone magazine. So then it came out in Rolling Stone magazine. I was like, oh my God, when I see Lindsay Lohan, she's gonna kill me. So I saw her and she was like, hey girl, we gotta get lunch. We need to hang out. I was like,
Psycho.
Hollywood's nuts.
Yay! The lady gang.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are part of it. How does
I
it
know.
feel? I
Feels so good.
feel like it's about time.
This is where you're meant to be.
So you ladies were obviously a podcast first, now a very cool show. Is there anything that's been off limits for you in that transition or even now still?
I think that, well, we went in and started this podcast kind of not sure where we were going to go with it. And our Becca Tobin over here was the first to kind of like
went there. She
start
pooped her
talking
pants.
about bodily functions and all that kind of stuff. So I think our thing is nothing is off limits.
Yeah.
And I actually listened to I think it's your latest episode. I think it was Your Bad Day, the Sweet V
right.
on Instagram. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to check that out.
It sweetens your secretions.
Oh, I forgot about that.
How did you forget?
I mean,
A lot of shit.
it's true. I actually get uncomfortable when things aren't said.
Yeah.
Like, I come from a family where you share it all, and then when I would go to people's houses and you know things are being like pushed down and like swept under the rug, like that makes me uncomfortable. So I was like, listen, for the once in my life, no one's writing my lines. I am.
Love it.
So we're gonna
That's
go
amazing.
there. Yeah, and they were really on board right away.
Right away.
I dragged them to it. Yeah.
And now since the show, how have things changed? How has the podcast changed? I mean, even your careers, a lot more people obviously know you. How have things changed?
I think the one thing that we wanted to keep the same was the podcast. So when we got, when we announced that we were doing the show, all of our girls that were listening were like, well, what about, does this mean the podcast is going away? Like, we love it so much. It's like, I listen to it on my commute and like all that. So we wanted to keep that the same. So we have, in 3 years, have not missed an episode of that. Wow. So that stayed the same. What's changed?
Well, now we put pants on.
We can do the podcast in sweatpants, no makeup. That's like ideal.
So basically the only thing that's changed is that we put pants on. Also, we shoot the television show at my actual house. It's not like a set house. That is my living room. That is the wallpaper that is up in that living room. So actually in getting ready for the new sort of season coming out next week, they just delivered the porta potties for the crew to my driveway this morning.
Lovely.
Yeah, so it is like, that's really changed for me. I can't get away from it. I go down to eat breakfast, I'm like, cool set. There's like lights in my ceiling, but it's been awesome. And the podcast, it was already crazy successful, and being on TV has almost doubled the amount of listeners to the podcast, so that's really exciting.
Yeah. And you're obviously also an actress. So what are you preferring more? The unscripted, where you can say what you want to say, or the acting when people are writing your lines? I know they're very different, but if you had to choose.
I don't think I could choose because they are so different. I miss the creativity of acting, but I'm embracing the freedom of really this being my voice that I'm presenting to the world. So I love both, and I want to be greedy, and I want both.
Yes, honey. You can have both. We can have it all.
You can have it all.
From the carpet.
Yeah, so this is so weird for me that I'm like, do I need to hold that? Like,
Do you want to hold it to her?
it's really weird, but I think that the greatest thing is that I have such an understanding of how to interview and how to make someone comfortable and how to push and the pull of dealing with celebrities. And so we do have a celebrity every week on our show, and to be honest, it's been a lot of like people that Becca and Jack and I knew, and we really didn't care if you're the biggest star in the world or not. Like we just wanted people that were cool, that we thought our girls would like.
And that would like play along and kind of go there and not be so buttoned up. I think that was our biggest thing.
Yeah, I think that there's like a lot to say, and the girls that we've had on so far have been so fearless and amazing, and I'm so excited. I just did the Grammy red carpet live with Eve, and she's actually going to be on our third episode. And we were talking about it backstage at the Grammys, like during these long rehearsal days, and she was like, I'm just so excited because there's things that I can't say on my job at the talk that like I want to say. Because, you know, don't forget, Eve's a Rough Rider, you know what I mean? She's got stories.
She is.
She's hardcore. So I'm excited about that.
Hey, we're just out in the streets, putting our ear to the pavement.
We're giving the people what they want, which is our opinion.
Anyone want to ask us a question? Anybody?
Ask me anything.
I really liked following people around and forcing them to talk to us.
Hello.
Hi.
Would you like some advice?
Sure.
What are you worried about in your life right now? Biggest worry.
Dating in LA.
Oh, okay.
Gay dating in LA.
Go rich. Like filthy rich.
And moving into season 2, is anything changing? Are things staying the same? Because obviously it worked for season 1, but can we expect maybe some changes?
Gosh.
I think the change format-wise is that we had gone out into the world because this is a talk series, so there's talk portions and there's reality, and so we put them together as our own little genre. We had all these segments that we did out in the world, like adventure segments, and we're trying to push them all into the show. And I think we're pulling back. We're just going to put one of those adventure segments instead of 2 every show, which is like super boring, but that's like really the only thing that's changed.
Well, it's not boring though, because it's like okay, so the show's 22 minutes long. We film for probably 4 hours. So there's so much to say, and like when it ends up getting, you know, cut down, it's very hard to get any of that in there really. So it's allowing us to kind of have a little bit more room to breathe and have more of a conversation. So
I think I'm hotter.
You are getting hotter by the minute.
I got cuter from last season.
Season 2 glow up. Everyone has one, you know?
well, Kelty was also filmed, so you'll see it.
Yeah. She went under the knife.
I went under the knife.
Yes.
Oh, ladies, well, thank you so much. Very exciting. And all the best for the next season.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we're the Lady Gang, and you've just been buzzed.